What's going on, guys? ZombieWarsSMT here, and welcome back into the review. And today we're going to be talking about the core code leaks, and we're actually going to be focusing on the Pokemon anime in today's video. So before we do so, slap the like button down below, and let's talk about it. So basically, I didn't get to read this in the video, but it says here, Pokemon, the first images of the core code have leaked and revealed the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon anime series. As always, do note, translations are basically it's just saying translations may not be accurate. The anime series in Pokemon Sun and Moon will air in November, which is obvious enough. And Ash will receive a Z-Ring and meet Melame, Island Guardian, Tapu Koko. So in the series, Ash is going to be going to school and to graduate like never before. We'll bring more as it comes. So Ash is going to school, apparently. I didn't read this at first, but now I am. And I'm a little bit mixed about this now that I'm reading this, because I gotta say, reading off the, looking off the page here, the Sun and Moon anime looks absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm not even, like, exaggerating. Like, I am genuinely super excited for the anime. But, I wonder how this is gonna work, because in this anime, Ash isn't going to be a Pokemon League champion, because there isn't a league in this anime. So this is the first time I think we've ever gotten a Pokemon season where Ash actually isn't out to win a league. Maybe that's a side thing he's doing, but what it seems like it's saying right here on Survey, it sounds like it's saying that Ash is actually going to be focusing on graduating a school. What? Okay, this is a bit weird. Now, how is this gonna work? Like, what school is he going to? He's gonna obviously go into some sort of Pokemon school. Obviously, they'll learn about Pokemon. But, I'm curious as to why he's going, though. Because after all the adventures Ash has had, like, after he went from Season 1 all the way to now, I would imagine he would know a lot about Pokemon. Like, that's what I would imagine. And, I mean, yeah, obviously, you can never know too much. But how would that work in, like, say, his adventures? What I believe is going to happen is that, you know, he's still going to obviously travel. It's not like every episode he's going to be at the same school over and over again, because I'm pretty sure that'd be very boring to watch. However, what I feel like is going to happen is that in this anime, he's obviously going to be going to school and all that stuff. He's going to be meeting up with, obviously, his companions or whatever, obviously other people that attend there, and it's going to basically be it's going to be traveling around the OO region, basically. It's going to be traveling from, like, point A to point B to point C to point D, vice versa, all that stuff. And obviously there's going to be other things that come around, like Team Skull, the Aether Foundation, all that good stuff. It's going to basically overcome his way. Obviously Team Rocket too, but that's a granted. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool things I think are going to happen with this. And obviously there's a lot of new things that Ash is probably going to learn about. And maybe that's why he's going to this Pokemon school. Maybe he's going to the Pokemon school to obviously learn about things like Z moves, the Rotom Pokedex, what else? The Alolan forms, all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's why he's going to this Pokemon school, so we can learn up with all of the different abilities and all the different stuff here. But my question is what about, like, other things that were built up in the previous anime? Like in Pokemon XYZ, I don't know about X and Y, but I know in XYZ there was the Ash Greninja. The Ash Greninja that, you know, he transforms into by connecting with Greninja. And based off leaks that we gotten for Pokemon Sun and Moon, apparently Ash Greninja, somehow, some way, it could be a mystery gift, it could be an event Pokemon, it could be anything. It says that there will be an Ash Greninja in Pokemon Sun and Moon, which in my opinion, that would make a lot of sense, because it was a character built up in the entire series, just like, you know, the Zygarde in the series. So what I think is going to happen is that Ash Greninja is going to have, yet again, another big role in Pokemon Sun and Moon, where maybe he figures out why that happens at the school or whatever, or something like that, where he figures out and studies research with his Greninja and all the other Pokemon with the Z moves and stuff like that. And obviously, you know, Ash isn't going to know everything about Z moves right away, because, you know, unlike Mega Evolution was a simple concept to understand. Literally all you need to do is have the Zone and a bond with your Pokemon. And that's basically the whole point of Pokemon in the anime, is to form bonds with your Pokemon. So it was relatively simple to do that. It was relatively simple to have Mega Evolution be a thing in the anime and just kind of introduce it like that. What I think is going to happen, though, with Z moves, however, is obviously, you know, like I said, Ash needs to learn these Z moves. He needs to learn how to, you know, conduct them, how to perform them, all these different things. So from the looks of it, each Z move obviously has their own dance, their own technique, And I mean, that pose that he's doing is obviously one of the Z moves that he's doing, and same thing with Pikachu over here. So obviously Ash probably learned how to do a Z move, and that's why that's one of the things. I'm saying one of the things, obviously not the only thing he's learning, but one of the things he's learning is Z moves. And like I said, he's going to be learning about the Alolan Pokemon. He's probably going to go to the Alola region and be like, wow, you know, I remember all these Pokemon back in Kanto, like, you know, Executor and Vulpix, all these Pokemon now suddenly look different, and he's probably going to be, you know, questioning, like, what's happening with these Pokemon, why they're so different, and he's going to eventually learn that, well, they're part of the environment. As they adapt to the environment, they change, they morph into different forms, all that kind of stuff. And, yeah, and then he'll also have the Rotom Pokedex, and he'll learn how that works as well. So, yeah, that's how I think it's going to work. I think it's going to basically be him traveling. I think this is going to be more of, like, a laid-back season, in my personal opinion. I'm not going to say it's a filler season, like some seasons we got in the past, but what I will say is that I believe this season's going to be a laid-back season. I don't feel like this season's going to always be, oh, I gotta be the very best. I gotta be the very best. I gotta win the league. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's what it's going to be at all. I feel like what's going to happen is that Ash is going to basically train in this region, and to be, obviously, so he can learn how to be a better trainer and all that kind of stuff. Because, I mean, you figured he lost he lost every league with the exception of the Battle Frontier and the Orange Islands. So you would figure at this point he would maybe want to go back and do his research. Because, I mean, I don't believe he's ever gone to a Pokemon school before. I believe he's only gone... I don't think he's ever gone to school, really. The most he got in the anime is when he woke up and he went to the... He's been saying he's been studying the Pokemon, but that could have just been on his own, you know? So, I don't know, guys. I really don't know what's going to be happening with this. All I gotta say, though, is that this is pretty exciting. And, I mean, honestly... Like I said, this could go either 50-50, and I personally think it's going to go for the greater 50. The bad 50 is that it's going to basically be a boring anime season of Pokemon where Ash literally, basically, nothing eventful happens. He literally just learns about Pokemon, and, you know, the epic season that was X, Y, and Z, and XY, even though XY wasn't as good as XYZ, XYZ, by far one of my favorite seasons of Pokemon. Obviously, nostalgia, you know, outranks the older, you know, seasons. You know what I'm saying. But with no nostalgia aside, X, Y, and Z is the beautiful anime season of Pokemon. And honestly, I hope that Pokemon Sun and Moon keeps that. I hope it's another really good season of it, because they have picked up a lot in X, Y, and Z. And honestly, I hope they don't stop that in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Honestly, I just have a lot of high hopes for the anime in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I mean, just think about the possibilities, guys. Just think about the possibilities. Like, yes, it is a different goal, but that's also a good thing. It's something new. It's just like how there's no gym leaders in this region. It's something new. Personally, I would kind of prefer Ash to have won the Kalos League and then have, you know, taken a break to the Alola region. It would have felt more like a reward, you know? It would have, like, finally Ash gets to take this vacation in the Alola region. He finally gets to travel and see new Pokemon, all that kind of stuff, and he isn't always on edge to win the league. Which he has yet to do, really, for a main series league. So, what I think is going to happen, it's going to be a laid-back series where he basically... by a laid-back season, I don't mean, like I said, nothing happens, but it's going to be a season where he learns more about Pokemon, and who knows, maybe in Generation 8, if the reboot theory by Noggin isn't true, which I am 50-50 on that too, but if Pokemon itself doesn't get rebooted after the 7th generation... Who knows? Maybe in 8th gen, Ash might actually have a shot at, well, beating the league for the 8th gen, if there even is a league for 8th gen. Because I don't know, guys, because this is a pretty big change for Pokemon. They have no leagues, no gym leaders. That's a pretty big difference. So, you never know. They might not return them again, guys. So, I really don't know, guys. This is honestly just really excited to see how this turns out. Obviously, you know, it could just be like the Sun and Moon, not the Sun and Moon, the Orange Islands anime, where, you know, yes, there were gym leaders, but they weren't exactly like the gym leaders we had for all the other regions. They're a bit different, but they were still kind of gym leaders, and, like, they were still basically gym leaders. That was the thing. So, I don't know, guys. Comment down below what you guys think. Like I said, personally, I think this is simply just going to be a more laid-back season. And personally, I am just super excited about this. I have really high hopes for this. I genuinely do not think that this is going to be a bad season. And if it is, then well, that sucks. But yeah, also another thing that I want to point out, this is more of a side thing, but obviously we don't see any companions. I pointed this out in my last video. No companions, from what we can see, confirmed, obviously. Obviously, there's this girl, which we honestly have hopes that she might be a companion, but that also disappoints people who like Serena. And personally, I like Serena as a companion, but I don't know, guys. Like, I don't feel like Serena fits in the Alola region. I feel like she's more of Kalos. Same thing with Clement. If Clement went to, or Clement, if Clement and, you know, they all, Bonnie, everybody that he traveled with in X and Y, I really just couldn't see in Alola. There's just no, they don't fit in the Alola region. I don't know why, but I just couldn't see it. Ash alone, I could barely see Ash in the Alola region, but somehow they made it work. He actually kind of fits in the Alola region, the way he looks, everything about him, and I like the design and everything. But yeah, rip armor shipping. Fans can only hope that Serena's still in here, which I highly doubt that Serena is still in the anime. Which, like I said, I don't ship things. I'm not really into that kind of stuff in the Pokemon fandom, but gotta say though, I did kind of like the interaction between Serena and Ash though. I thought they were pretty cool. But yeah, unfortunately though, I don't think Serena's come back. But yeah, with that said though, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, leave a like. For Serena fans who miss Serena, I apologize. I mean, hey, I miss Misty and May and Dawn, but the chances of them coming back are 0. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.